I'm Adventure Argonaut. I am back with Cruise for a Corpse. Yeah, seems like my stream is running. Okay, so where did I? What was the last piece of information I found out yesterday? I remember all sorts of stuff happened. Suzanne was somebody tried to kill her, and yeah, there was Daphne threw her bag at Rebecca, who tried to kill Dick, was it? Yeah, Mercedes is Daphne's mother, who was killed in a car accident a long time ago. Yeah, and Rose wants revenge for Raphael Lambert because he was framed apparently for visiting a brothel or something. I guess I just have to go talk to everybody until I find some new clue. Yeah, Daphne showed this letter. I remember I asked her about this, but Rose. I think there isn't any new info that I can ask Susan either. Maybe if I found Tom or Rose. Nobody's here. Well, let's check if Dick has anything to say. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I've asked these questions already about Rose. Yeah, he doesn't know anything about anything. Guess there's really nothing he can tell me. Okay, can I? This is Tom and Rose. Nope. How about Hector here? Down here, use. Nothing new. I probably asked all of this stuff already. Rose. Nope, nope. Nothing. I don't think there's any missed questions from him either. Map. Okay, Father Fabiani, is he here? Nope. I checked the walkthrough because I got a feeling that it's not about asking the right person the right question. I think I have to walk around. To Rebecca. No. Uh-huh. Psst, Inspector, I have something to tell you. I know who killed my father, Inspector. It was Father Fabiani. Take care, Daphne. You are making a serious accusation. I'm certain of what I'm saying. The father gathered a substantial amount of money from the auction. And he lost everything during a poker game with your father. Yes, but how did you know? Because I'm so smart. Never mind, all that matters is that I know. Well, the day after this famous poker game, Father Fabiani came to the house to speak to my father. He openly threatened to kill him if my father didn't give him back the money. Uh-huh. Okay, but that is not enough to make him a murderer. I assure you, yesterday Father Fabiani had a meeting with my father, and believe it or not, when I passed him in the corridor, I noticed that he was carrying some strange object in his pocket. Surely the murder weapon. Or maybe it was the pocket watch. Maybe he wanted it back. Maybe it has sentimental value to Fabian because he lost it during the gambling session. Well, thanks for this explanation, Daphne. Believe me, Inspector, money and gambling have made more than one person lose their head. Okay, so will I be invited to somebody else's cabin here. Ah, yeah. Psst, Inspector, I have something to tell you. Inspector, what I have to tell you must stay between the two of us. I promise I'll be discreet. Well, Well, it's about Rose. Rose? Yes, Rose. She killed my husband. She really had the best reasons for doing it. Hmm? Oh, really? What do you mean? Raphael Lambert. Do you know him? Lambert, Rose's ex-fiancé. Well, yes, well, Inspector, you should know that it was Nicholas who took care of getting rid of Lambert. Of course, he did it upon the request of Rose's father. Blah, blah, blah. Well, Rose found out, and since then she's wanted to get back at Nicholas. It's her, Inspector. She went and bought a gun. Yes, but Nicholas was killed with a knife. Never mind that, Inspector. She probably realized that we knew she had a gun. Therefore, she used another method. Oh, good. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I think that all of this will be useful. And remember, Inspector, Rose hated Nicholas. There might still be other cabins to get invited to. But nobody's here to invite me. Psst, Inspector, I have something to tell you. I would like you to keep to yourself what I'm going to tell you. Speak freely, Rose. Well, this is a very delicate subject. It concerns the relationship between my husband and Rebecca. So you knew about it? Yes. Tom is a poor liar, you know. Of course, go ahead. This was all Rebecca's fault. Tom is easily influenced, and it was she who cooked everything up. Go on, Rose, what do you mean? Well, last night I had left my knitting bag on the deck. So I went to look for it, and as I was passing the Garabujan's cabin, what did I see? Rebecca and Tom were leaving. They were whispering, and it looked as if they were arguing. And then, Tom approached the guardrail. He threw something overboard. I didn't see what it was, but now it's obvious that it was the murder weapon. Inspector, believe me, Tom has nothing to do with it. It's that witch who plotted everything. Well, thank you for being honest, Rose. Are you going to arrest them, Inspector? Quite possibly. But before I do, I have to finish my investigation. I'm really starting to think that maybe Mr. Karabujan faked his death and is just to, I don't know, draw out the worst schemers and liars in his circle of friends and relatives and stuff. Is there still somebody else who will gossip with me? I guess no. It's toilet. I didn't want to go here. I guess at some point, one of the toilets should have some significance. Otherwise, why would you be able to go inside if they're just for completeness to make the ship seem more realistic? Aha. Yeah, I was thinking that I should talk to the priest to confess his sins. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho. Thanks for what Thanks for your time, Inspector. What I have to tell you won't take long. I am at your service, Father. Well, I know who killed poor Nicholas. Continue, Father. This bothers me very much. Suzanne is a very good friend, but I can't keep this secret any longer. Out with it, Father. You certainly know that Suzanne held a great affection for Agnes. Well, poor Suzanne is convinced that Nicholas killed her friend, and she insisted on being invited on board to take revenge. I swear I didn't know anything, Inspector. How would I have known that she would take advantage of this cruise to kill Nicholas? Thank you, Father. That will help my investigation. Maybe it's probably none of the people who were just accused. Inspector, believe me, I have nothing to do with it. But yeah, especially, I don't think Suzanne would do it. Like, of course, she could be pretending because she's sort of like, acting like earlier she was acting that, uh, she was investigating Agnes's death and because they were friends and stuff. But I think somebody said that she was only Agnes's servant, so yeah, maybe she was lying and she only cared about Agnes for her money. So yeah, and of course, well, the bit where Suzanne fell overboard, it could be that she like fixed it up herself to, make it look like the killer is after her. So maybe it's her after all. I don't know. I have to find out whether she's like some champion swimmer or something. What can may I do for you, Inspector? Hmm. Is Tom here? Probably not. There is one function I'd like to see added to this game that you could always see on the map where the characters are. Like, some more modern games have it like Trails of Cold Steel in JRPG. Like, you can see all the important NPCs where they are in, like, when you're at the campus in the game and stuff. Well, that would really make this more pleasant to, you don't have to guess, like, oh, is the priest here, or is he here, or no, wait, here, or maybe he's nowhere. These two, they have something to hide. You only have to look at them. Yeah, Inspector. Yesterday I saw them. They were speaking in whispers and all, and that Tom character had a large knife. Yeah, I've heard this already. Hmm. Yeah, wait, who was it? Was it Daphne said that Tom threw something overboard? So I guess it was the knife, but it may not be the murder weapon, or maybe it is, but it doesn't mean either of them killed him. Hmm. Julio. Don't know if he has anything useful to say, but probably not. Hmm. Wait, what's this? Hector's note. I wonder if it's from Hector. Sir, please come quickly, as I have something important to tell you. I'll wait for you in my cabin. Jake. Then he's trying to kill me or something. Inspector, quick. The cops. Nicholas. This wasn't Nicholas. Actually, the cops. The matter is. Hmm. Ah, I was right. Mr. Karabuch. The man dies and he's just, oh, I'm going home. That's cold. I don't know, you could at least say, like, oh, poor Hector. I knew him not well. Alas, poor Hector. Yeah, there's still the padlock puzzle and everything, but I guess it's not time for it yet. Poor Hector. At least he should have investigated the corpse. Like, how did he die? Was it poison? Was he stabbed? Or heart attack? Smelly fart? No, no, no. Hector did the cleaning. Guess I still need. Yeah, there's the puzzle, but I still probably need one book to solve it. Link Inkle. This this yellow thing here, is it a cup, a golden something? Well, at least I wonder if I can ask people about. Well, there's Hector's note. I can ask people about it, I suppose. Is Rebecca here? So what's new, Inspector? Hmm. At least, like, unless there's a reason why he doesn't want to tell everybody that Hector is dead, like, maybe force, like, trick the killer to admitting that they knew Hector was dead, even though it's not public knowledge yet, but I somehow doubt it. So why doesn't he tell, like, oh, I found Hector dead. Did you kill him, or did you see anything, or something like that? Hector's. Maybe I should. Hector's note. Yeah. Because I don't think I could ask her about the note. That's why it's not. Confession. I haven't seen Tom in a long while. Guess I should see if he's finally in his room after all this. Here is Tom, and no, can't get in. Not here. No, nothing useful. Still washing, washing. Yeah, I think so far I found two items. Like there was something here earlier and then here, but they weren't here like at the start of the game. At some point they just appeared here. Yeah, that's really bad game design. Thankfully, I have some luck and some walkthrough to help me through it. Otherwise, it would be quite unbearable. Like overall, I think this game is pretty good, but there's lots of BS that is intolerable if you don't have the walkthrough. Because stuff keeps happening without the game announcing it to you at all. Like this, finally I could come here. Impossible. Garlic. Yeah, I was just thinking. We can always use it to scare off vampires, yeah. Maybe there's a vampire who's the killer. Maybe Hector will rise as a vampire. Said there's nothing inside, but there is something. See, there's something green. Don't lie to me. Like I can accept that it's useless, but it's not nothing. Maybe I have to poison the priest with the dumb waiter over here. Yeah, this service hatch is called a dumb waiter. I guess because it's a waiter, but it's dumb. Feel. Ooh, hot. Just feel and touch. Come on. They're basically the same thing. Can opener. I have it. Kitchen towel. Cup. Of course, it's too heavy. A ladybug is too heavy for him. Hmm? There's a hatch. Well, that was well hidden. Oh, and it was loud. Hoist. Oh, rat. It's quite fancy to have an elevator like this on a ship. This crowbar. Don't mind if I do. Is there anything else here I can take? Hmm. I need a crowbar. Hmm. Ooh. Real film. As well, there's the movie projector in the smoking room. I am just not sure whether I need like a screwdriver or something to actually open it up to insert the film there or not. Possibly. It's closed. Oh, it's this barrel crowbar. I think there still might be something. I tried that already. What's this? Tin. Crab. Okay. Can opener. Uh, a grenade. So is this like weapon smuggling? That's probably it. And why does the chef have access to this? Of course, it might be just, it's sort of like the cellar, like the hold. So, I don't know. It's a bit too suspicious. Now I have the crowbar. I should go here, right? Ah, okay, so this is. Mm, I didn't mean to go back here, but at least now I know I can go. So is it this place? Yes. I guess crowbar isn't good enough for this. How about that thing? Oh, oh no. Unless you have failed, the murderer has outwitted you this time. That's nice. Okay, so apparently you can die, and I think that's a dumb way to die. Can I? I think there should be an autosave. Have to autosave. Yeah, okay, it's just here. So I guess I'm not supposed to open the door with the crowbar. I guess I'm gonna save here then. Crabs. I wonder if the autosave, if it's like, I guess it's originally in this game, because I don't think back in 1991 autosave was that common, at least not in adventure games. Usually you had to do it manually. What's this? What's this? Sometimes this is moving and sometimes not. I'm not sure if there's if it makes a difference or not. Take screwdriver. Yeah. Can I use it on this thing? Apparently not. Here I can maybe move. Uh-huh. Key. There was at least something in this room, like the cupboard. There were some screws and stuff. But I cannot go in now. How about this place? I don't think there's really anything here to unscrew. I have the film and now I have a screwdriver, so that's probably a screwdriver. No, not replace. Examine. Oh, unscrew. I need a screwdriver. I have a screwdriver. You take out the screws and also the hood. And the real film here. Where am I? Hood. I guess, yeah, real. Here is where I'm supposed to put it, of course. I think. No. Here. Good, you put the reel on the machine. Okay, okay. So I have to click here, not here or here. Whatever. Okay, then hood put back. Screwdriver. Okay. Switch. Nothing happens. Then do I have to do something else? Do I have to like open it and then press the switch? You make sure the lamps work. Okay, now they work. Just like this. You start up the projector. Oh, is that Dick? Oh, ventriloquist guy. Okay. Am I supposed to recognize them? I guess I saw Mr. Garabujan's face at some point, but I don't really remember how he looks like. Suzanne is not here. Someone is not here. Staff is. Nobody there, so maybe here. Nope. Ah, that's not Dick, unless it's Dick in drag. Inspector, I have a note from Suzanne for you. Thank you, Daphne. I'm sure it's going to be useful. So does it mean she's gonna die? Inspector, come quick. I know who the killer is, signed Suzanne. I don't know. This is such a dumb cliche. I know who the killer is. I'm not gonna tell you, and I will probably die before I can tell you. Okay. Well, you could talk to me while you are waiting. Suzanne's note. So, is she here? Oh no, she was dead after all. Good God, someone's killed poor Suzanne. Initial initials NK are carved into the Niklas Karabujan. I presume. So either somebody is framing Mr. Karabujan for this murder or she actually wrote it. Because I had the walkthrough open in another window or like another monitor, and I just happened to look. Oh, you can go to the captain's cabin. So it's like, finally I can go. Like, why is there no indication that I can actually go here now? Not the brightest game design ever. Book. Maybe I can finally solve the puzzle in Karabujan's office. If I can find the right book here. Karabujan's technical manual. Uh-huh. Mm, book. Examine and look. Okay, how is. Yeah, it's A. What's this? Inscriptions. Inkal. It says Inca L. Inca. Come on, Captain doesn't know how to make his bed. Oh, how uncivilized. I think that's the first thing you do when you are your captain. You learn how to make your bed. That's so important aboard the ship. Clearly. Can I turn it? I can't. Yes. Guess the book is enough. Now because I actually died once, I should save more often. Book. So can I go here? Ah, Inkal. That's a bit. Oh, no. Like, if it's if this is the puzzle, I think this, on the other hand, like finally once I have the book, is too easy because it just told me the word. Yep. Gasp and horror. Here you are, Karabujan. I finally got hold of you. But, no. You have played a dirty, low-down trick on the Godfather. Yet the Godfather is your friend. What's going on? No, but. Shut up, Karabujan. You have betrayed the Godfather. Now you're going to pay. Oi. I do something? I don't think so. I think this is just a cutscene. Oh yeah, this is from the video. Unless you have failed, the killer was stronger than you this time. Huh? Oh! So it was me he was fighting. Thanks, game, for letting me know this was some sort of. I thought I was watching a cutscene. Huh? What's this? Uh-huh. Okay. Book. Okay, I got the book. Map. Thanks, game. This is another stuff I really love in a adventure game where you're not in a hurry or anything, and suddenly there's an action act like a scene uh, where you have to act quickly or something, especially if you're not they don't tell you the controls. Can I save? Oh, okay, I can save. Inkle. I assume I have to click mouse button then. Yeah, I could have still saved in this point. Okay, Karabucha, but I'm not Karabucha. Ah, okay. Huh? Okay. Right click punch and left click is dodge. Okay, so I have to. This is awkward, but not the worst thing ever, I suppose. Doesn't really make sense when it dodges and when it is sort of. I guess the key is not to hit. Why did I take a step back? This makes absolutely no fucking sense. I'm gonna die again. Because, like, I don't get it. Like, what makes this truly horrible is that the character keeps taking steps back even when I'm not getting hit. Like I should be on the offense, and then it's suddenly like on the defense. Like this is awful. This fucking game. I mean, just this mini game, not the whole. I still maintain, despite its age, this game is decent, but I guess it deserves like a remake just to, I don't know, make this stuff tolerable. Can I use the arrow keys? WASD. Can I player menu? Okay, it's just, yeah, I cannot save during the fight. See, why do you keep taking steps back, you moron? Oh my god, this is so bad. Why? Like, first of all, they don't even like tell me, like, hey, you're the one who has to fight, because I don't know, it's a shadow. I thought I was hiding there at the doorway looking at somebody fighting Karabujan, but I guess this guy, the guy who works for the Godfather, thinks I'm Mr. Karabujan. Just doesn't make sense. Like, when I hit, when he hits, when do I take damage? When he takes damage, it seems arbitrary. Let's see. And why did I take a step back? Oh my god! I think the game deserves an award for this, like the worst fighting section in the history of French games, probably at least. Like, I believe, I have faith in the games industry that there's even worse bits, but what happened? Oh my god! Like, if it's like I hit him too quickly and then I'm embarrassed, like, oh, I wasn't a gentleman, and then I take a step back. Is that how it works? Come. And then I get, I don't know, stun locked, or nobody really knows if it's a stun lock or if it's just an embarrassment lock or what's going on. Why did I take a step? Why do I keep? Right, I'm gonna check the walkthrough. Maybe there's like instructions how to do this fight scene. Aha. Okay. Apparently, I could have thrown the soap before entering the room to beat him up. So if I fail this time, if I fail to beat him, then I will do that. But now that I'm fighting, I'm gonna do my best. Oh, come on, you absolute! Why? Why do you? See, he just keeps. I don't press anything. He doesn't hit me, and still my character keeps going back. This is so bad. At least there's like the option of, okay, I'm just gonna fuck. Like, seriously, this makes me so angry. Like, at least there seems to be a way to prevent this. But come on, who thought this was a good idea? Because it didn't occur to me that since they uh, went through the trouble of actually making that mechanic of fighting, how can I don't know, this is awful. Somebody really deserves to get punched over like this. Like, you have no idea, if you didn't experience the combat mechanics yourself, you have no idea how bad it was. Do I still have a crowbar? Can I use it on this thing? Nope. I guess I should save now. Soap. I'm so angry. Like, I try to keep my cool, but sometimes things that happen, and then like here, a mafia contract in the name of Karabujan. Good God, this mafioso was there in order to eliminate Niklos. It's a wig. Mirror. So I guess Karabujan was really Ostrovich, like the magician or something, and then I don't know. Okay, what are you doing here? So what's new, Inspector? Cannot tell her about the mafioso or her or like I don't know, their dad possibly being alive or like puppet. My God, this puppet! But yes, I do remember now. It was a stormy night. Stop, Dimitri! Don't be a fool! Ugh. Ha 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 ha! Ha. What do you have to say, Dimitri? We're going to begin a new life together. Dad, what's going on? Dad, my father was on the ground dead. I was terrified and fled to my room. So what? Karabujan wasn't her father, like real father? When I woke up, I thought it was just a bad dream. But since that day, my father repelled me in unexplainable manner. A few days later, they put me in a boarding school. Oh, this is awful, Inspector. Inspector, I have come to warn you that the boat is going to Bath. No one leaves this boat, Captain. Will you call everyone together? I can now tell you who is the murderer. I am now in position to reveal the name of the killer. Before I do that, let me first recap situation. Last night I had just arrived on board when Hector came to warn me of Nicholas's death. I followed Hector to the office, but just when I was going to examine the corpse, someone hit me from behind, like a coward. Well, because he's also a coward. At least complete pussy. I remained unconscious for the entire night, and the next morning, when I woke up, there wasn't any trace left of Nicholas's body. Save. Accuse. Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to accuse somebody. Uh, let's see if I accuse people randomly. It's you who killed Niklos Karabuchan. No, pero no, I'm innocent. I have done nada. You may say so, but I think underneath your innocent look you have the soul of a true murderer. But as they both move further away, Julio's last words ring again in your ears. Yo, I am innocent, innocent. You begin to have doubts. Evidence? There isn't any, only assumptions. You contemplate the sea with a bitter feeling of failure. Maybe it's time to change careers, my dear Raoul. What? Okay, let's start Scum VM again. Okay, so there's loads of evidence, and actually have accidentally saw the person in the walkthrough that was open, but maybe because I think it was Dick Schmock in the video clip we saw and Mr. Karabucha. So I guess they were both part of the magician show act or whatever Mr. Ostrovich had. So let's have a look. Is you the killer, Dick Schmock, or should I call you Ostrovich, Dmitry Ostrovich? Ah, so it wasn't Karabuchan after, it's him. You're so cunning, Inspector, but I believe you're far from knowing everything. This is a long story that goes back 17 years. At that time, I was a young, starving actor searching for fame and fortune. Now my real Russian accent comes out. One night after a performance, a young lady came to see me. She was gorgeous. We hit it off immediately. One thing led to another, and we became lovers. That's when things started to go wrong. Mercedes was married to a very rich man and wouldn't leave him. I don't remember if it was her or myself who first came up with the idea, but we agreed there was only one solution, which was to eliminate Nicholas Karabujan, her husband. Or love required such action, and not much later we finalized our plan. This said night I entered the Karabujan's life and did the terrible deed. I never thought it would be so easy. Thanks to my acting abilities, the following day I managed to fool everyone close to the family. I had now become Nicholas Karabujan. We decided to move away, and Mercedes put her young daughter Daphne into a boarding school. A new life began for me, and I savored the luxury of my new situation. This lasted almost a year, and it was a ghastly incident that brought me back to reality. Mercedes had a lover. This piece of news coincided with Hector's arrival, the latter, who I knew very well before I became Karabujan, saw through my game and tried to blackmail me. Ah, so that's why Hector and Mr. Karabujan became so close, because he was Karabujan after all. He was a notorious criminal and wasn't surprised when I offered him a large sum of money to get rid of my unfaithful wife. Once Hector had accomplished his job, all I had to do was play the role of distressed widower. Karabujan had a colossal fortune, and the passing years were devoted to spending it. I finished by draining every last penny. With my back against the wall, I started to borrow and borrow more. That's when I remembered old Agnes, as rich as Donald Trump. Wait, this is supposed to be 1920s. Nobody should know who is Donald Trump. I wonder if it's a translation error, because if it was originally written in France, I want to have faith that the original rich person wasn't Donald Trump. It was probably, I don't know, whoever was known as the richest guy in France 100 years ago. Maybe that's somebody. It doesn't make sense, or it means that Donald Trump is really a time traveler. I've seen rumors on the internet, but this must confirm it. Donald Trump is a time traveler, and the evidence is here. A game from 33 years ago proves that he was already super rich in 1920s. Anyway, let's continue. After a brief encounter, I swiftly realized that I was her only heir, so the only thing left to do was to help the old lady along to the grave. Again, this proved to be easy. I moved Agnes into my house and treated her with a special medication. The old lady swiftly succumbed. But then the old bag had a son whose existence she had never mentioned, and it was him who pulled the rug from under my feet. You see, Inspector, this wasn't going to stop me. To put my plan forward, I needed a scapegoat. Me. You, by using someone who was part of the police, I would have the perfect witness to my real death. So, you have killed the real Dick Schmuck and helped by your accomplice Hector, disguised yourself to make everyone believe you were him. Then Hector came to get me in my room. And I found out the body, which I thought was Karabujan. Yes, I knocked you out before you could realize it wasn't. All that was left to do then was put the body in a secret hiding place, held by my faithful Hector, and wait for the right moment to throw Smoke's corpse overboard. And the day after, Hector made like he was knocked out, and you calmly took Dick's place. Yes, and everything would have run smoothly if that imbecile Suzanne hadn't interfered. She ended up guessing who I was, so I had to get rid of her. But why Hector? You don't really believe that I was going to share the inheritance with Hector. Anyway, he was becoming too greedy. An occasion presented itself to get rid of him, and I took it. And you ridded yourself of him while at the same time you made accusations against the others. Oh, a small decoy. This is why I left a few clues for you to find. The little key in my room, the receipt. Yes, at the beginning I was aiming at Rebecca. If you knew the things you can learn when you're somebody else. And then this amused me, and as a game I started leading you down other trails. Well, you certainly will be able to meditate a long time while on the gross errors you have made. However, this can't fail. I have prepared everything. Yes, but no crime is foolproof. Uh, so how about like Hector's room, there was the padlock with the code, and there were like those screws with the cupboard and stuff. So was it all a red herring? Father Fabiani resigned from the Brotherhood to become a professional gambler. Brotherhood, I guess it means like priesthood. Daphne and Julio finally married each other. They are now living happily ever after. Rebecca didn't waste time finding herself a new husband. Of course, a very rich one, but this time she made sure to find out about him first. Tom and Rose divorced. Rose remarried and finally had the child she wanted so much. She named him Raphael. You know, I wouldn't want to be Rose's husband, the Tom, or the new one, because she's still clearly still loves Raphael. So like it's sort of like she's cocking the new husband. Tom, chased by Melville, gave himself to drink and became a tramp. The evidence found by Inspector Dusentier was overwhelming, and Ostrovich was sentenced to life in prison. So no death penalty. But this so he's actually a private eye, I guess, and not a police officer. Cool animations, dude. So he actually has a gun. I enjoyed most of the game. Fight scene, of course, excluded very much. One of the worst experiences of my life. At least it was possible to skip it. Of course, there was like too much just running around trying to figure out, when an object appears here or there. Like pointless stuff, like busy work. But I don't know, the plot about Karapujan being Ostrovich and Philip K. Dick or whatever, Dick Schmock. I think maybe there could have been more evidence about it, like the video clip we saw. Like it went by so fast, and the characters all look similar, so I wasn't even sure what was the take I should have gotten from it and stuff. So there's certainly many things could have been done better, but overall it's still a interesting story, and still anyways, I still think the game was ahead of its time, from 1991 from Delphi Software. And now it's time already for me to finish the stream. I'll probably continue tomorrow with a new game. I have an idea already what to stream, and let's see how the game is and how everything goes. So I'm Adventure Argonaut, and I hope I'll see you